All right, now we're here. We're going to deal with the music, show you what I did. We have quite a bit of music arrangement. Let's just take a look at the sequence mix side of things. You can see here, we do have a little bit to go through. So let's get it going. All right. First things first, let's just listen to how the hook sounds at the end here, where most of it is already in. And let's play it back. I love it. All right, so I'm going to deactivate these plugins on the harm bus, so the music bus, where all the melodic, that's how I name my buses, is the melodic, harmony, harmonic bus. Looks like there's also, I have a some harmonic bus, which is probably the guitars. And I'm going to take all of these plugins off, actually, to be honest. And let's listen back to see what we started with. All right. So I'm muting the guitars there. I'm looking at this ARP. Looking at this. What is this? What is it? This, oh, it's not playing. It's playing right here. Let's check it out. So it is sort of like a guitar, but I put it out to the sides with the relay. That's my favorite width tool. Shout outs David, Young, and Kim. He put me on game. Well, putting everybody on game. I'll be watching him. Go check him out on Twitch and YouTube. And we got a pad up here. I didn't touch that pad too much. It was fine. Didn't need to do anything to it. Would I do something different now? Maybe. Who knows? So we got this Duke Synth Brie. Just want to give it a little crunch. I love this VSM. Just give me a little crunch on it. All right, and then this retro. This is a very vibey. I like it. All of these are, I just want to address this actually. All of these are being sent as a send to a parallel crush. So let me, and all that is the Prizzy. So this is off of one of the videos that Prizzy has in the school, My Audio Academy School Premium membership. This is one of the gems I took from Prizzy. So he does this on his, whatever he wants to kind of like bring up and bring alive, instead of doing it directly on the instrument, he uses the MV2 as a send, and he parallels that up and bring it in, and it sounds like, yeah, it brings the body and it brings presence. I like it. Let's take a look. Cool. All right. So what else did we have here? The SideWidener on this chorus. This is the main riff. Doesn't sing it, but he definitely sings along with it in a harmonic sense. Now let's check this out. The Duke synth, what do we have here? Just a single note. And now we have this synth 1. Cool. Didn't do anything to it. Looks like we have 2 versions of that. Kept it in there. Not a problem for me. All right, now let's take a look at the guitars. The relay is honestly, it's just doing a little bit of panning for me. And that one is going right, this one's going left, this one's going center, and then this one's going wide. And that's what I did for these relays. And a little VCA compression on those guitars there. Let's take a listen. This was a free Softube, actually. And then a little BX 2098, opening up the top just a little bit. Kind of a lighter approach. All right, let's take a look at the Harman bus. Let's see if what I did on here is making sense. Let's take a listen to this instrumentation. I brought up the SSL, Spectre, so what I'm doing here in Spectre is I'm boosting 6K, 2K, making things alive. That's really nice. And then we have the BX 2098. This is boosting in the lower mid frequencies at about 390, and then I was cutting about 200. I was cutting a little bit just to kind of get rid of some of the muddiness in the harmony section here. Going over to the Pro-MB, this is now adding a little bit of expansion, dancing with the instrumentation. The V3 is now going to be doing a little bit of reduction again in some of these areas that typically have a buildup and creates muddiness. And let's listen to what those are doing. I'm gonna mute that parallel. That's what I was... Oh, here, sorry. That's what I was going for. Get that out of there. All right, now the Q3, this was adding another little bit more control in the lower mids, and then adding a little bit of dynamic EQ pushing upwards on the sides. Exaggerating it, you can kind of hear what it's doing. The BlackBox, and then Trackspacer. So Trackspacer is receiving a sidechain from the bass. So what's happening is every time the bass plays, Trackspacer is now reducing, and it's kind of getting out of the way for the bass. So that is the instrumentation with the crush bus, which is all of my parallel crushes and my parallel compression that's giving me that energy that I'm not getting specifically from the initial track. It's all sent as a parallel to boost energy and to really affect the sound and blend it in to kind of give it more saturation, more depth, give it a little bit more energy. So that was the bass, kick, drum, and harmonies. Now I'm going to move over to the vocals. Let's do that.